Hello there. Welcome to Matrosix. It's the capital of Delaire. But more importantly for our story, it's a dangerous place. Each of the king's successors in the last 14 years have died trying to sit on that blasted adamantine throne. It's not just dangerous for the high lords and ladies, though. Without a strong leader, the presence of the city's watch is barely felt and rarely respected. A few areas have found some semblance of stability under a powerful high lord or lady. But there's nothing like that for the Styx. Matrosix, 6th District.
Welcome back to Toss the Dice. When last we left off, we were following the various journeys of our players, going back to Aurelius's and Elektra's encounter with Elle. She says, "Hiya there. Back so soon after almost getting me shot up."
Hey, Toots, how you doing?
Not too bad.
He's been trying to get me killed, so, you know, we're in the same boat here.
It's a
Don't
classic
you mean
for
the
the
usual?
kid. Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
You know, he just sits there and is just like annoyed.
Take it, Aurelius. You're the one who let me come along and be with her. I mean, you should have known this would happen.
Yeah, I swear,
true.
with this kid, when we went to Jair once, and let me tell you, I've never had so many knives put to my throat.
You've been to Jair with her? You wouldn't take me.
You were busy.
Ugh, fine. Whatever.
Well, that's what you get, Elektra, for being an upstanding citizen.
Listen, I'm the only one here. Well, I don't know what your living situation is here, El, but listen, got a nice apartment. Mister over here is just freeloading off of me. He's just bumming off of my spare room. Like, he doesn't even have a proper job right now.
Like I said, that's just what you get, Elektra, for being an upstanding citizen. And she like gives you an approving nod, Aurelius.
Perfect. Well, Elle, I'm not gonna act like I didn't nearly get you shot in that whole disaster back there. So I thought I'd come by to visit and check in on your well-being.
Well, my well-being, it's not too bad.
That's good. Okay, so that was a cover. I've come here to talk about.
I knew it. I knew it.
Surprise, surprise. He just wanted to come and see your face, Elle. He just wanted to know how you were doing. Surprise, he wanted to use you for his clever, clever schemes, just like me. Oh, good old Elektra. She'll keep me safe. She'll keep me from getting my head cracked open like a cantaloupe.
Hey, I thought
she says, "Oh, of course, he's the worst." And she leans into Elektra and whispers, "But don't you?" I can speak, guys. Hold on. He says, "Don't you ever tell him, but I'll love it."
I know. Why do you think I keep him around? For kicks? Well, that too.
Yeah, that was exactly what we were saying, no? Anyways, what is it? And she gives you a front of very perturbed. Oh.
Okay. I need to know everything you know about what's his name? The Nobles charity fund for cleaning up the sticks.
There's not much to know. It's basically all talk.
Mm.
The most he does is anytime something halfway decent happens in the city, he just takes credit for it. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. And she pulls out a paper and she hands it to you. And this is towards the end of the week. You know, you've been doing things all week. So the paper reads The Metrosix Times congratulates High Lord Talvis for upstanding work in recent anti-gang movements done in the sticks. The rally took place at Big Al's, guarded by a crew hand-picked by Talvis himself. Talvis's quick action against the growing threat of gang violence very well could have kept the gangs from spreading to other districts within Metrosix, and has crippled the ragtag union called the Red Gears.
I'm gonna kill him.
I'll help you.
There's several other articles, but that's the one she points to, and I'll you can read over the rest of them in a second, but I'll let you continue the conversation with Al for now. She says, "See what I mean?"
I see exactly what you mean. Do we know? I guess my big question is do we know the funds that this charity has access to? Like, where are the receipts?
That's the thing. Most of the funding goes right into those ads in the paper. It's all talk. There is no funds. He doesn't send anything down here.
And no one's exposed it yet.
That's correct. I mean, it's just about what he tells everybody. Heck, most people from the other districts probably read this paper and think very little of it. I doubt everyone believes it, though. There's probably a large number of people, like you and I, who know he's full of it.
Let's say that we wanted to expose him. How would you recommend going about that?
Well, word on the street is bath time is Tuesdays and Thursdays. That would be the way to do it. Oh wait, you mean okay? Oh geez.
Yeah, I'm not
right,
talking about our next date. No, I'm talking about dealing with Lord Condon.
Peeping on a noble would be one heck of a date. But anyway.
Listen, guys, plan your next date when I'm not here. I don't need to know about your guys' love lives. We'll put it that way.
Whoa. You don't know nothing, Elektra. There is nothing going on between the two of us, okay?
Yeah, and I want to know even less than that.
Elektra, don't act like you weren't there when we were younger. You saw all the dates.
And I wish I hadn't. That is my point.
Well, I would say that the best way to expose him would be to take over the paper, but the problem is that he kind of controls the Metrosix Times.
I was going to say, why does he have to pay for ads in basically his own paper?
I mean, we know it's his, but officially speaking...
Is he money laundering?
No,
for sure.
no. He's just a generous benefactor.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So he goes to these bath times in these public baths at when did you say?
No. These are his private baths in his estates. I'm just saying, if you trying to expose him, that'd be the time.
A little slow on the uptick there, Aurelius.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm really tired tonight. But nonetheless,
Yeah, no. Officially, if you're trying to out him, you'll have to stop his propaganda campaign somehow, or
yeah,
come out with something that's equal to the Metrosix times. Like if you can somehow deliver newspapers across the city, which would be no small task, that would take a lot of gold. The kind of gold a lord has, then you could potentially rival him. However, I will say that he has shut down paper businesses before, Newsy style.
okay. Wow, second reference to the Newsies in this series.
Listen, I made him watch it like a year ago with me, and I love that movie so much. A very, very quick backstory. I watched it when I was 4 and called myself Cowboy for like 2 weeks straight because I wanted to be Christian Bale in that movie so bad. And ever since then, I have been in love with Christian Bale, and I love that movie so much. So, yeah, therein lies the backstory.
There lies the love for Christian Bale.
Yeah, not helped by the fact that he voices Howl in Howl's Moving Castle. Very good movie. Very good.
I don't think we can really make a name for ourselves, charity-wise, until he's gone, or else he's going to keep claiming our work as his.
We kill him.
No.
Well, I don't know about that. Here in the sticks, most of the time, people know. Well, I would say it's about 50-50. There's a lot of people who know who does what around here, you know?
This whole situation is giving me the vibes from Emperor's New Groove and Yzma and Crunker stuck in the closet. And Yzma's like, let us out of here and we'll burn your house to the ground. Don't you mean or? That's a pretty crucial conjunction. All right, let us out or we'll burn your house to the ground, except it's give us recognition and we'll burn your house to the ground.
Very true.
Or we'll burn your house to the ground.
I think what Brendan said is right. I think that as long as the people of the sticks know, then the people of the sticks know. So whatever. I just wanted to check on the status of this charity fund or whatever.
It's at this time, Elektra, that you realize that if you don't leave soon, you're going to be late for work.
Ah, crap. All right, I gotta go to my normie job, guys.
Gosh, here we go again.
Well, I can't be trusted to be here next to this sexy young lady by myself, so I'll just follow her.
Oh, I told you I wanted to know less.
You know that's right. But on the other hand,
not helping him.
You know you can trust me. I won't do anything. Not with this kid.
He is a kid. Thank you. In my mind, he is still 15 years old. And don't you forget it.
By the way, I want you to know that Elle is at least 4 or 5 years older than you, Aurelius. not that like necessarily changes anything. Just like for your own mental reference, like
that just makes it more flirtatious.
Yeah.
Listen, he's here for the cougars. Aaron is here for the grandmas. Aurelius is here for the women only 4 years older than him. He's trying to tone it down for the podcast.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Anyway.
Okay. Then.
All right, I'm out of here. Running to work. Bye.
Elektra, as you head to work. What is the name of the place you work at?
Gold's Gym.
No. Give me a random. Someone give me a random noun. A random noun.
Mermaid.
No.
Barnacle Boy.
I do like barnacle.
Barnacles and bread bowls.
Please,
Barnacle
please, work at the Tipsy Tuna.
No, I love barnacles and bread bowls. I really like barnacles and bread bowls. That's
Oh.
so
Okay.
It's a soup shop on the docks.
Oh man, no, it's a tavern.
Brendan, I supported yours.
Let's get
No,
but
it's
they're known.
I do have to
They're
say.
known for their
The
really
tipsy
good
tuna,
bread bowls.
man.
It's their number one.
Wasted.
It's their number one at their number one menu item.
Okay.
The drowsy dolphin.
No, that's an old one.
So as you get to Barnacles and Bread Bowls, there's already an old man sitting at the tables, and he says, "Good evening to you, Elektra. It's good to see you again." And he, the way he slumps over, I mean, you could have guessed it before you walked in. He's already drunk.
Get out of the way, old crusty old man. Come on, Barnaby. I need you out of my way. I need to start sweeping off the floor. You know I gotta get everything clean before my shift starts. Come
It
on,
would have been funny if
scoot over to the side.
it would have been funny if he sounded like Squidward. Electra.
None of us have a good Squidward, apparently.
No.
It's just a stupid boulder.
Elise has a half decent one. I'm sorry, Elise.
If only
You
I
have
were
a
a man.
half-decent Squidward.
If only I
you
were a
handsome
man.
Squidward.
If only she was playing
The
Jennifer
only
Coolidge.
time I have ever wished I was a man.
What if the old man sounded like Jennifer Coolidge? Oh, come on, Elektra. Cut me some slack.
So, as you get in, the Sissy says, "Your apron's in back. You best get right on it. We're about to get
My
a
apron.
big rush."
You know I always keep my apron under the counter. Why do you move my apron around all the time?
Because it belongs in back, Elektra.
But it's so much easier to get to when it's underneath the counter. All right. I'm getting it. All right, off my case.
Another one of your regulars calls for something spicy to be mixed up. He's hoping it'll have some of that some of that essence of water elemental in it. You know, just to give it a little extra kick.
Something a regular, like, tavern would have? Or is this dude, like, weirdly bougie for the sticks?
You don't have anything of the sort. An expensive drink at a well-funded establishment might, but you know he asks for it regularly, despite you having to turn him down on that order every time.
You know what, Clausen? Actually, I do have some this time. You know what? I ginned it up specifically for you. Here you go. And she sticks a serrano pepper in front of him, straight into the drink that he usually gets. There you go. There's that extra kick you wanted, right?
Thanks, just like you always make it.
Yeah. You know you love me. No one else could ever do it as well. Yada, yada. Just make sure you tipped at least 20% this time, all right? I know you stiffed me last time. You only did 18, Clausen.
He takes a bite out of it and then chugs a bite out of the pepper and chugs the drink, and then like throws up a little bit. But
I told you to bring your own bags this time, Clausen. Come on. And she shoves over a paper bag to him.
No, pulling up from beneath the counter, he definitely did.
She pulls it back and doesn't say anything.
But not all of a lot of your regulars are Tough customers. However, you have a lot of other folk that you don't recognize. Who there's a woman who leans up on the counter and says, "I hope you don't mix me anything like what you mixed him."
Oh no, he's crazy. I wouldn't give it to anybody unless they directly asked for it. What can I get for you?
I'll let you decide. And go ahead and keep my tab open. And she gestures to the table where she's clearly meeting with some other people. It doesn't look terribly official, but it's probably some kind of business deal. What scale of illegal deeds they might be doing, you're not sure, but she didn't look that dangerous.
I mix her up, straightforward vodka cranberry. Pretty basic.
Okay.
Listen, just because I don't drink doesn't mean I don't, for some reason, get alcohol TikTok. Because I do. I get like mixologists on my TikTok all the time. And I don't know why. Because I give them nothing. Anyway.
Well, she takes it and goes back to the table. And as you're about your business, Sissy says, well, you know that new kid that we hired?
Yeah. What's his name?
Oh, it doesn't matter. He left.
Oh. Ugh. Figures.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I have to pick up a double this week.
Yeah.
If I have to pick up a double,
she points to the guy and she says, he threw up on his shoes and he was out of here.
All right. Yeah, I don't blame him for that one. First time he threw up on my shoes, I was pretty peeved. I was about this close to walking out that day. But you know what? All you gotta do is give him a hard time about bringing his own bag. Much better when he brings his own bag.
Yeah, well, she slips you a piece of paper and says, just some of your tips.
Thank you. And she flips it open real quick to thumb through it.
It looks like there is another job for the grade of shipping, more commonly known as the Smugglers Guild. As you're serving up drinks to the various tables, I
might not want to take that one.
the tavern.
Oh wait, no, that's the black mark. The black mark is the one we're in hot water with. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the tavern does indeed get quite busy, and as you deliver drinks to one of the tables, you notice that it's the men there look like they're covered in coal. The soot that's on their clothing and smudged on their cheeks and on their hands.
They're getting all over the tables and floor and stuff.
Oh yeah. You're gonna have a big mess to clean up. But they seem to be very somber as they work, or as they drink, and one of the guys asks, you don't happen to be hiring here, are you?
Actually, we just had a guy leave, but you sure you're up to being running around a crazy place like this?
I could probably do it. Hey, how much a gig like this pay weekly?
How much would that pay, DM?
Probably about 2 silvers a week.
I tell him as much.
He says, don't think that'll cover my mortgage.
Yeah, listen, but Jeff, it sounds like you got cold lung or something. You need me to bring you like an inhaler. I don't know.
Inhaler.
Get you something to knock whatever crud's loose in your lungs. Because let me tell you, I got some stuff that can get pretty peppy. Might get you to hack whatever's in your lungs out.
He says, no, I got just the thing for that. And he pulls out a box of cigarettes and
Oh boy.
Oh. Solve
All
problem.
right. You
with
know what?
problem.
You know what? If you're gonna be your own problem, then I can't help you there. Carry on with your life.
Sissy comes out from the back. She's like, nope, not in here. Step outside.
Yeah, come on, man. Look around. Is anybody else smoking in here?
The man seems perturbed. He's like, what kind of tavern is this? And
that wants to keep their lungs intact. Thank you.
In any case, the week passes and you are about your various businesses. However, what we did not finish reading was what was in the paper. So the first article, the headliner, if you will, was one Lord Talvis taking credit for the works of the players. And in fact, as you go home, Aurelius and Elektra, to Elektra's apartment, you see that there is a letter waiting for you. It is addressed to you by name, Elektra, from High Lord Talvis. And as you open it up, it is a brief congratulatory remark, and he says, for services rendered in the sticks, and he gives you 4 gold each. Or I'm sorry, no, 4 gold total. 4 gold total.
Are you serious?
Very insulting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so he paid you each a gold piece for, because you're the crew that he hired to do the job. And he says, it was a pleasure doing business with you. Perhaps we can work together again.
We should take that offer.
But in any case, he, as you read further in the paper, it says there's another article, or rather an ad in the paper. And so in the ad section, it says, for outstanding service to your community, I would like to offer a reward to the anonymous persons who helped in the junk fire incident. I am offering 10 gold pieces to each of you, and a potential business opportunity. Signed, Levi Reebok.
Okay.
So wait, this is in the paper or in the letter?
This is in the paper. So
interesting.
He says, to the anonymous persons who participated in the junk fire incident, he would like to, as a reward for your good deeds, offer you 10 gold pieces each and a potential business opportunity. And the name signed at the end is Levi Rabak.
There's a big potential that this is the black market trying to lure us out.
That is a point I had not considered. And that's a good point.
That is a good point. I didn't think about that either. I thought it was just some regular old dude, but not any regular old dude supplies 10 gold each to people who
and puts an ad in the paper.
Right.
I say
So-
that we should still take credit for this, and we should get that out there as, actually finally putting the Spectres of the Sticks out there to claim that credit. However, it's my personal vote that I don't think we should meet with this guy, but I'd love to hear your guys' input.
Absolutely. Let's not meet with him. Because I think, well, obviously that's a trap, but I think that puts us in a standing where we're not out there for gold per se, if that makes sense. It's a statement of we want to actually fix up the sticks. You can't help us.
I propose that we also run an ad in the paper saying to Levi, whatever his name is, we didn't do it for money. Signed, the Spectres of the Sticks.
That is...
Bam!
Yeah,
That's
I
smart.
think we should respond to the ad in the paper. However, not meet face to face, but if we do respond in the paper, which is one of the options I was thinking about, I think that's the perfect way to go.
Especially because we haven't officially gotten our name as the Spectres out there.
Exactly.
Should we have emblem that kind of like
a Zorro sign thing?
Yeah, like a signet or something that actually like signifies us.
Yeah.
So instead of like the specters, obviously we have to start off with that, but like over time, like over the course of us building infamy, we just put that specter on there or that emblem.
PD tag. And the question is to the DM, what used to be the symbol of the sticks at its highest point? What was their greatest emblem?
That's actually a great question. So that would definitely be the signet or the symbol of the high lords of this group, which would be your namesake, the Aquile, right? However, I have not considered what that might be. However, thinking about it right now, Aquile is, of course, Latin for eagle.
Eagle.
I would imagine that the symbol of the house Aquile is a golden eagle.
Ooh. So with that in mind, if we're going to go with like the Spectre's feel, why don't we do like...
I will say, however, it
would be pretty
that the point
obvious.
of the Spectres is to differentiate yourself from
the Aquile.
Yes. Well, so if you start stamping things with your house seal, just as you claim to be king,
it's pretty suspicious.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing was I was asking because I was really hoping that it wouldn't be, but if it is, then that's I think we should go with something popularist. So something that's going to show that we're for the people. Something strong, because the thing is
I will say that there is a play here. Now, I hate to be doing the scheming, but I will say that there is a potential play here, where if you wanted the Spectres to use the symbol, all you would have to do is make public statements as Aurelius that
saying I'm not affiliated.
Yeah, like these are radicalists, excited about the throne or whatever. It could be sketchy, but it might work. It depends on it would come down to your charisma and your ability to manipulate the public view. But
my personal opinion is that that's a little too sketch, but
yeah, I agree.
I think my vote is that we make a new symbol for the sticks.
So I agree, but I do want to consider one extra angle. If we did that, and it was sketchy, it would be sketchy, but it would be so much easier to unify the people under it. You get what I mean? So, like, while it would be kind of fancy footwork, at the end of the day, we wouldn't have to try and reconcile two groups into into one.
I don't think that's
like a merger.
necessarily. I don't think that's necessarily true, though, because here's my thought, right? If we can make, as the Spectres, a new symbol of for the people of the Styx, and simultaneously be working to better the Styx as ourselves, I think that there's a real case to be made where you like point to the Spectres as like, yeah,
Heroes
they're going
of
out
the
there and
people.
they're getting it done.
I see. I like that. We could also then just come forward after the good is done and have a like, I am Iron Man.
I would like to point out, however, that the point of the Spectres was to do dirty work that you didn't want affiliated with your house. And
True.
so if you want to try and change that, but then you potentially can. But I would, the point is that you would do like the Green Hornet thing where you're like, that man is a criminal. You know, anytime you can take credit for like a bad deed to gain your infamy rather than to gain renown, popularity, you would take the infamy, right? So you would be taking credit for things that are like, you know, terrible, like massacre happened downtown or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just anything.
We don't want to encourage vigilantism, so we've got to change that. So I agree. If we're all agreed, not the Aquila family signet.
Yeah, actually, I think creating a bigger divide between them both would be to make something in opposition of the Aquilean like crest. So
the upside down eagle.
The anti-eagle.
A snake.
What's that?
A snake.
That would make sense. Of course, you could also do some sort of like your namesake. You could do some sort of apparition, a specter.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad idea.
I think definitely just leaning hard where it's like, I think our symbol should be something to do with a ghost, a specter. That way it's very easily and recognizable. If the symbol isn't recognizable, that's going to be our issue. So
then, well, we definitely don't want like a Ghostbusters like logo on our thing. So I was thinking like skulls, and why not like I think the opposite of a beautiful eagle would be a vulture, actually. So I was thinking we do vultures or a raven.
Ravens
a raven.
Perfect.
I was thinking infamous Second Son type stuff. Like, you take the evil route and you get like that cool crest on your back.
I'd also be down for just eyes. Two eyes that represent that everybody in the Styx is being watched. Because if we're going
the Illuminati,
See, I was thinking a cross between Big Brother and like Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal
Alchemist.
All right,
we're all nerds here.
Yep.
We're playing D&D. What did you expect?
Okay. Well, let's get back to that then. So before next session, let's decide between a raven, a set of eyes, or some variation of that, or a vulture. It sounds like those are the best contenders, and so we'll pick between one of those three next time. Okay, but rather before next time. But moving forward, then some other ads you see in the ad section of the paper are there's from High Lord Talvis a relief fund application for miners who are out of work due to the Tunnel 4 incident. And thinking about it, Elektra, that might have been why you've seen so many miners hitting up these cheap taverns in the sticks recently.
Checks out. Gotcha.
There is the usual ads from the Grey Dove Shipping Company, help wanted for freight hands at the harbor, as well as a Grey Dove carrier. Now, being well versed in the underbelly of the city, you know that these are actual ads for smugglers, but the Grey Dove does their paperwork. Like, a lot of people know that, you know, what they do. But they do their paperwork right. So, plus, no one's really enforcing the law too closely. So it's close enough to legit. There is notably as well an article where they're talking about the Innovators Guild. It says innovators experiment with new types of SMVs. The next generation may be more than you expect. Annika said this in a recent interview. Quote, "Remember when the world was turned upside down with angels and demons ravaging the land? I want to recreate a piece of what that was." And the article goes to talk about the Innovators Guild's new radical designs.
I have a question. So the Innovators Guild is in direct competition with the Crank Hammers?
Yes. So the Crank Hammers is an unofficial guild. They exist only because they're in the sticks, where there is no military or police presence.
Oversight, yeah.
Exactly. No government oversight. There has been trouble between the two, but yeah, they are definitely in opposition.
Okay, so second and last question: are they as morally bankrupt?
It's unclear, actually. You don't know that much about the Innovators Guild to be real. You have never heard specifically of Annika before, and whoever she is, the paper cites her as like an important person within the Innovators Guild. If you would like to find out more, you could definitely do some reconnaissance. However, you're simply not sure where the Innovators Guild lies. Like Lord Talvis, you've got a pretty good idea. He's pretty outspoken in you know, and it's obvious what he's edging for, but you're not sure what Annika wants.
Okay, so they're to us an unknown factor so far.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. There's actually a few of those. You know that there's more High Lords at play that work more behind the scenes, but the ones you'd be familiar with are, you know, that you've read in the paper somewhat recently that High Lord Suntis has been meddling in foreign affairs, and you're not sure what that's about. There was only one ad in the paper about it, and for some reason there was only one story in the paper about it, and for some reason it was like dead silence afterwards. Usually stories like that are covered several times, but for some reason the story just disappeared, swept right under the rug. But
That's suspicious. That's weird.
But you would also know High Lord Dorian. You would also know that the leader of Grey Dove Shipping is Vermilion Steel. You are also somewhat.
Name.
What's that?
That's a crazy name.
Yeah. And you're also familiar, as I said, with High Lord Talvis. And that's about it, actually. The rest of the High Lords are a bit of an unknown.
In the sticks or in general?
To you guys.
Yeah.
Mm.
And are there any more articles we should know in the paper?
Nope. It just seems like some of the usual stuff.
Okay. Well, we're all unified on how to at least approach the ad in the paper that was calling us out. So we're going to want to take that credit.
Now, to put an ad in the paper, I know you talked about calling back to Levi Rabach. So, to put an ad in the paper is 10 gold. The only reason Big Al was able to get an ad in the paper like that was because he basically, Lord Talvis was convinced that it would look good for him and his, clean up the sticks effort. So he gave it to Big Al for a big old discount.
Well,
but for you to just put an ad in the paper that doesn't benefit High Lord Talvis, 10 gold.
Okay. Well, what about us leaving a message for one of the paper editors with said money?
Like leaving a letter to the editor, like how serial killers will send those?
Exactly.
Okay. So you want to just send a letter to the newspaper, and hopefully they carry that forward to the person in the ad?
Mm-hmm.
I essentially thought so. Or with said letter, there could be 10 gold in the letter. And it's saying like, hey, make sure this gets printed. If not, we're coming for you. Because you're part of a propaganda machine.
That you could threaten individual editors, but they're unlikely to fold just because that you would have to dismantle like Lord Talvis's whole hierarchy, right? Like someone isn't going to get themselves like totally fired, for example, and they've got a lot of muscle behind them too, and so they wouldn't necessarily be afraid of random threats. So.
Well, the threat was the secondary idea. The primary idea was that the money would be in the envelope.
Oh, well, yeah, if you're just going to pay, then you can pay to have it in the paper. No extra steps needed. But if you don't want to spend the gold, it's kind of tricky to get around.
Okay, then I think we have to pay the gold. And with the transportation system up and coming, I don't think that should be a problem.
Potentially. Actually, you're still... Oh, wait, no, okay. You guys will be gathering... I'll say that using your little scheme to gather materials for your for the vehicles, that it'll essentially double the time that it takes to outfit them, but it won't cost you any money. So, because you have to take time to demo those buildings and take it down, a part of the thing is that Elektra at least works a job. And while it's not, she can take on less side jobs. She won't be able to devote her full time. And then Haven, likewise, he works all the time. So his boss doesn't really let him do anything else. So it would just be down to basically Aurelius and Piper, if you two want to work on this, and then with the occasional help from Elektra, you could do that.
I'm 100% for that.
Okay. In that case, the two of you and half on, half off Elektra, you could probably, let's see, it'll take you 5 weeks to get your first vehicle up and running. 4 weeks to get your first vehicle up and running.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. You could have that time if Haven's able to join. That's it for this episode. I am Brendan, the DM, and host for Toss the Dice here on Expedition Anything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other shows on the channel. Consider joining our Patreon for various perks, or if you're just feeling generous. A big thanks to my players, Alyssa, Aaron, Paul, and Elise. And lastly, thanks to you, the listener, for sticking around until the end of the video. See ya on the next expedition.